Welcome back, everyone. From the farthest corner of the forgotten United States, standing at a relatively short .00103684667 nautical miles tall, and weighing it at a mere 10 wet paper bags, it's the man of the day with something to say, me, TommyProps. What you're watching right now is me cutting in a design on the nose piece of my latest leather project, a Menpo style half face mask in the form of an Oni demon, and inspired by a friend of mine who just commissioned into the United States Naval Service. Congratulations, you know who you are. The first tool of the day is a swivel knife. You'll see I'm using it to cut grooves in the leather, and later I'll use a smooth stamp to bevel those edges out after I spray it down with a little bit of water. Give the piece more three-dimensional pop, try to get that thing to stand out, and it also looks a little bit better when you go to paint the different stripes different colors. This tool here is a leather stamp. This is also known as a stamp with a repeatable pattern. That means you could put it next to a stamp you've previously done, like you see here, overlap it a little bit, and it all looks uniform, and you can pattern it all the way down to create a border or a full covering over an entire area of leather. In order to get this effectively, you have to spray down that leather, get it a little damp, put that stamp into the leather right where you want it, and hit it with the hammer. You get that nice, beautiful looking basket weave border. And it looks pretty nice. Here's the entire puzzle laid out in orderly array. Now, while I'm sure you're just hanging off the edge of your seat, wondering and waiting for me to tell you exactly what all these little symbols and things mean that I cut into these leather pieces, I know for a fact that if I was watching something like this, I would just want to see the guy make the thing. And while I'm pretty sure in the original audio I just droned on about what each thing meant to me, it really doesn't matter. Because that's what it means to me. That doesn't necessarily mean that to you. So, let's just enjoy a little dyeing montage where I color this thing a nice dark navy blue. I'm using Phoebing's navy blue leather dye.
All the other kids with the bumped up kisses better run, now run my gun. All the other kids with the bumped up kisses better run, faster than my bullet. All the other kids with the bumped up kisses better run, now run my gun. All the other kids with the bumped up kisses better run, faster than my bullet.
Now that we've dyed it, painted it, and glossy sealed it, time for assembly. First, start with the rings. Take this little tab here, and you bend it right in the middle just like that, and you see there, and you thread it around the ring. That gives you two little tabs off the backside that go into the little holes right there that you see, the two oblong holes. It kind of forks in there just like that, and then you can see how the result is right there. And on the backside, you can fold up one tab to the top, one tab to the bottom with a little contact cement and some rivets. It looks just like this. It's nice and secure. Now you got two rings on either side to give it a nice looking aesthetic, and are solidly stuck in there with a leather strap, a rivet, just like this one, and some contact cement. Now this is the bottom piece, and this is the attachment piece that goes in between that bottom piece and the jaw piece. Gives it a nice 90-degree corner. You stick a rivet through the hole there, just like you see, and then pop it right into the bottom piece, just like you see there. Now this is just an example. You're going to want to add some contact cement to those two parts, and then stick them together and put the rivet through it. Make sure everything's lined up just like you want it, and it should wind up looking just like this. You see we got one rivet to hold it in there, and the rest is held together with contact cement, looking like that. And on the back side, when I turn it around here, you'll see those two pieces that we used right there and right there. Those are what's holding them together. Then you can squeeze it just like that, and that's how it's supposed to be shaped. Now what holds it together is this little piece right here. This is the center piece. I will cut 4 holes into the main part of that so that I can rivet it to there and there, just like you see me pointing. And when that all is said and done, it'll look just like this. Now that tab right there in the front, we'll get to that. The abomination is back, ladies and gentlemen. How did I even come up with this shape? I have no idea, but I know how it works, and I know where it goes, so that's just part of the puzzle. You stick it right there, just like that, and you glue it in there nice and tight when you got it on the correct way, and there you go. You got the bottom center piece and that top abomination piece looking just like that, riveted in and glued in together. And those two pieces combined on the front make a nice surface for this pad to go right there on the front. And there you go. That's your main body. You got the mouth and the jaw and the chin and everything all together, and that little cap right on there making everything look nice and pulling it all together. And then we put the teeth in. There's one set of teeth there, the other set of teeth looking beautiful, nice and pearly silver white. I stuck them in there with just some glue and some contact cement. Easy as that. Just throw them on in there. Now for the nose and high cheekbones piece. This is going to set on there just like that. Excellent. And here, I've completed it. Now you can see right here that I used rivets. One there, and then, oh, let me give it bearings. One to the top in the middle there, just like that. And on the other side, rather, it's the same thing. One at the bottom, one at the top. I also used contact cement to put those things together, as well as rivets, to make sure nothing came apart. So here you can see them on the back side there a little bit, kind of. One rivet there, and you can't really see the middle, but it was dark out. It was getting late, and I don't have a lot of lighting in here. So there you go, looking good. And here is the finished result. Enjoy. Alright everyone, I wanted to personally thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it, and I wanted to give you a bit of a sneak preview kind of my next project. It's a bit of a secret, so don't be telling anybody, but this one is a prop weapon of a certain character. I should have had this done a long time ago, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I've been putting it up, and now I think it's time to Oh no. Oh, he's here. Okay. No, 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 no. Dude, hey, listen. It's just a weapon. Look. Listen. It's yours. Yeah, I know. I get it. But no. Wait.